Good afternoon everybody, and a very warm welcome back to the channel. We're back after about a week or so away, and a complete simulator reinstall as well. Those of you who have been kind of following the channel on Twitter and things, you'll have known that it's bizarrely yesterday deleted itself from my Microsoft Flight Simulator installation, so wipes itself from Windows, weirdly enough. But here we are, we're back in the Aerosoft Twin Otter, and I've just installed, for the purposes of today, the Tobii eye tracker. So I'm still getting used to a lot of the features and the way that it all works and things like that, but we're here in the Maldives, Malé International Airport. We're at the seaplane base as well, with some really nice freeware scenery, which is available on flightsim.to. It's all linked in the description down below. It offers much improved scenery here in the Maldives. Look at that. And for the first time in a long time, we're in the Aerosoft Twin Otter. It's a bit of a group flight, but we're on the JoinFS Network today, folks. We're not on MSFS multiplayer, just the JoinFS Network. It's free to download and install. The DigitalThemePark server is the server which we have connected to. And here we are in the Maldivian seaplane livery as well. Really nice. Dursey2, hello David, very nice. Hopefully you're enjoying the scenery of that Osprey Commonwealth tour. Kevo's asking if the sound's still out of whack for the Twin Otter. You know what, I don't know. I've not flown in it for a little while now. Will, hello buddy, thank you very much. How are you all finding Sim Update 10 so far? Hopefully you're enjoying it. Hopefully you're finding it pretty good. There's only, I think, me and Bakazato that are connected so far. It's, yeah, not quite the group flight we expected, but hey ho. But here we are. Our routing today, I can't really show it you too much, to be totally honest. But our routing is going to take us up north, out of the Malé seaplane base. And we'll be heading northbound initially for about 40 miles, 35 nautical miles, past Orivaru, all the way into Mafaru International VRDA, bit of a seaplane base there for us. Then we're going to go west up to a very small island, Orivaru. I've got a mate on holiday there at the moment. And then we're going to go northbound, 22 nautical miles to Funadu Airport, and then we're going to head towards the west side of that little conglomeration or little collection of atolls to Gakon Shimbi, and then we're going to work south. Oh my good grief, who's that? Buzzing around. Wowzers. Just saw them blast past in the distance there. Then we're going to go south all the way to Mafaru and Fainu, Daravandhoo as well, working our way back towards Malé International. It depends on how busy it all gets and how many people end up flying along throughout this journey today, and time permitting, we might extend it further down as well. Good evening Doc, welcome. Ian's still getting there. There's no ATC at all on this flight today, folks. It is just like a multiplayer server. What JoinFS does is it allows you to fly with people on other sims as well. Including X-Plane 12, X-Plane 11, P3D, all that, so we can all connect to the same system, and it opens it up a little bit more for all of you guys. So, it's been a long time since we've been in this. Zato's loading up in the DHC6. Is anybody trying to connect still? Right, what have we got here? So, take the control locks off. Good grief. This is going to take a bit of getting used to, I think. So we've got a whole lot of stuff in the overhead panel. Let's see. God, I'm going to have to try and remember a lot of this. Whee, howdy. That, I assume, is Bakazato slewing about. Oh, we need fuel. Where's my fuel panel? Max payload. takeoff weight is 5.4. Okay, that's why. Let's fill her up. We don't know how long we'll be flying for. We can always do a tech stop and refill if we need to as well. 27 and 27. It's been a long time since we've had to use a fuel menu. That'll do, I think. 62% filled up as well. Let's pop this off to there. So we hide it away. John, good morning to you, Fort Irwin, California. Let's get some power to the aeroplane now. I'm going to have to see if I can remember how to use this. It's been a long time. We need battery, external, lots of noises. What have we got up here to familiarise ourselves? Anti-ice. Emergency exit lights on. We don't need that yet. Where is my anti-collision lights, position lights, no smoking, that'll do. That's all good as well, and we can't really do much else on this section except for... David says I have a checklist for the Twin Otter. I think I do, I think you're right. But bizarrely enough, when I've wiped Windows, I appear to have forgotten, because it's all deleted itself, so I've lost a lot of stuff. Let's go on to flightsim.to, where is it? Okay, have I not uploaded it? I don't think I have uploaded it. Can't find it. Anyway, let's go to engine right start. He's having a mare. Wrong engine. There we are. Ah, David, it's on the website. Thank you, buddy. Let's go to that. Assume it'll be, yeah, Twin Otter. Ah, well, who'd have thought it? We do have one. Let's download that. And I'm going to open it up so we've got that as a point of reference for today as well. Oh God, you know what? I thought we were moving forwards then. We're not really. We're already moving. Right, we're on flaps. Oh my God. What is going on here? Okay, let's put that on automatic. Prop de-ice, we don't need those on. Anti-collision lights are on, heater heat on, taxi lights on. Let's put that on automatic. Bleed, that's all good. The heck. And we're going back through somebody. Oh God, it's going to be one of those days, isn't it? I feel like this is going to be more difficult than I realised to try and operate on the water. Holy moly, should have used the amphibious version. Landing lights. I should have picked another dog, that's what I should have done. Oh my good grief. Let's use a bit of multi-prop here. Oh yeah. So that's all on. Gens are on. They're all on. I have no idea if the rest is on. I need to pull this back. Oh my good grief. This is why I wouldn't use this on VATSIM necessarily. Because holy Christ, this is difficult. Right, out we go. Zato's struggling as well. God. We're going to get there eventually. Imagine if this is your experience when you actually arrive in the Maldives. Couldn't think of anything worse. Oh my god. I just need to get towards the water runway. I think this is something that MSFS could probably work to improve with. Oh my god. UNH apparently is 1009. I'm not going to doubt it. Holy Christ. Ian's on the way in as well. Let's see. Hey, that's him over there, I believe. Come on, yeah. Oh, it's a great little bit of scenery though. We just need to get to these buoys and then somehow not crash into anything. Oh god. I think the Tobii eye tracker at the moment has gone out the window because I need to use it. In fact, that might be helpful. Let's have a look, see what happens here. Oh my god, we're doing a pirouette now. I mean, this is usually what happens on group flights, isn't it? We don't need to worry about VATSIM, so it just becomes very quickly like chaotic. Just want to go over that way. Both the props in? Yeah, they are now. Oh my god. I think we're just gonna have to go round here a moment. Just let it arc its way around. I am chasing it indeed, David. Bakazato's dead, I think, there because he crashed. Not really sure. Okay, smooth and steady, smooth and steady. Okay, well that's the dock, we don't want to go that way. We'll go around this way. I don't know where we're going. Oh my god, to think we've got to get through all these different islands. Ian's doing a great job there, look, taxiing out. I think we're going to crash into Ian now. Andy, yes, we're on JoinFS. think sailing would be the better option, Doc, at this point at least. That's reverse, so let's do that. That should now spin us. And we'll try and catch it. Okay, you know what? Let's just commit to it. We're going to use Jeremy Clarkson's age-old trick, power. Oh my god. Whoa. Okay, we're going. Speed's alive. Weirdly enough, I didn't have any elevator authority there, but we're up now. God, this poor aeroplane. Okay, let's go flaps up. We need to bring I remember you have to bring the props back to about 75, which is about there. And then watch the torque doesn't go over 50. Bring it down to 40 for the climb. We'll go around, just make sure everybody's got a chance to get up. I think we do. I can see Delta Tango on the ground there as well. Just now. Alrighty, we'll do a little fly past over here first. You guys can see the scenery improvement. Huge difference to what the default offers. And there's the seaplane base. We're going to get a couple of bank angle alerts here. We're over 30 degrees. There we are. Okay, let's go north. 097 degrees is what we want. No, 0 degrees mag. And we can go to altitude hold. Hide that for a moment. I'm still showing green, like Azato. Showing green on simulator and network. Zero degrees mag, folks, is our first leg. And all these little islands here have all got various holiday resorts and things on them. I'm hoping some of them will have the piers and things on them as well. How's that? I've just reconnected back as Arto. Crikey. Oh, that's going to be the VOR radials and things like that, isn't it? The waypoints along the way. So there we go. Aircraft. Yeah, I can see the boys Smythe. .4,000 nautical miles away, apparently. I can see Ian, Bakazata, Delta Tango, and Smoothies all loaded in. All various headings heading north. What I'll do is I'll slow down to about 25, just bring that airspeed down so you guys can catch up. And I've reset all my custom views again now, so we get to enjoy all of this sort of thing, which is very nice. Birdman was saying, any look on the latest Phoenix on Sim Update 10 with any performance improvements? Unfortunately, if you've been following Discord, you'll have seen it. I don't actually have... I've not had the chance to actually check it because of how problematic my sim has been, sadly. Folks, don't remind me, well make sure you don't let me forget to sort out my toggle for the camera smoothness, because what I've done here is it's reactivating Toby. I see some lights in the background. There's Bakazato. It's weird getting used to this eye tracker. What I've done is I've turned some of the settings really quite down on the sensitivity, for example, just to make sure that we don't get too many clashes with anything. I'd imagine on DCS with the default sensitivities it's really effective. I know those of you who watch the channel regularly will know that I've been resisting now for quite some time any form of eye tracker or head tracker, in fact. Dirty 2, nice. Have you noticed significant performance improvements, or is it just the latter? Zathira, hello, welcome. Yeah, very good, thank you. Thanks for asking. Hope you're well. It's been a very busy couple of weeks. What we're doing today is we're flying kind of blind, actually. We don't have the dot plan working properly in here. 97 nautical miles this first leg. Goes all the way past Orivaru up to Mafaru. I think so. From what I've been reading inside our Discord server today, we were kind of having the same sort of conversation in there. A lot of people saying that it's very blurry without. But at the same time, oh, connection lost. It's good to see the servers are playing up again. Dusty says he hasn't had an increase in frames, that's a shame, although I haven't flown at a busy area like Heathrow, for example. It's working nice when you're away from the hub for sure. Yeah, I think we're waiting for an NVIDIA update, aren't we, imminently? I think one was supposed to come quite imminently, but it's obviously not yet arrived. I think that's what we were waiting for, Sim Update 10 as well. Yeah, just had his first crash to desktop of the new update. That's a shame. Yeah, that's been the big observation, as you can see here actually on the GPS cluster over here. Look how blurry that is. That's with DLSS switched on at the moment, and I've followed the render tips and things that are included in the forum. But look at that; it's got this slight fuzziness to it, hasn't it? Birdman, yeah, we are actually planning a live stream with Phoenix in the next couple of, well, actually early next week. I'm going to say, as a bit of a forecast, perhaps Tuesday, I'd guess. We'll be doing that then. If you guys are looking to join us today, you can load in at Mafaru, VRDA, or if for us a little bit closer, we'll be passing this on the way, Maldives, VRLM. Fitch, you still can join if you, unless you're really busy, of course, and you're unable. There was a forum post about setting up different render settings and things like that to remove the blurriness, and apparently that fixed it for the person that was offering that as an idea, as a fix, but it hasn't done anything at all, to be honest. But as Sathir is saying though, the analog gauges, as we can see here, look really nice still, even at a bit more of a distance. They look really crisp. Very cool. So I guess swings and roundabouts. I've also heard of quite a few people having a similar issue to myself with the sim, where it's basically uninstalled itself. Very frustrating, that's for sure, having to completely reinstall it again. How are we all doing for folks behind? I can see Ian and Smoothy, you guys heading a different direction. You want to turn left slightly, about 3, 4, 5 degrees, and then you might be able to see us. Let's see. Definitely need to check my camera toggles. Ian and that are over that way somewhere. Can't quite see them. That's the theory, yeah. Well, I'd heard of it. I'd heard of it, but I'd not experienced it. Head tracking. Head tracking whilst streaming is actually quite a difficult task, it seems. There we are, let's get that as a screenshot. Oh, it was the correct key. Happy days. Yeah, I'd not really, I'd kind of heard of it. I've heard it happen to a couple of folk. Some have said that the community folder was safe still, some said it wasn't safe. Others have found that it just completely wiped itself like it had done. So for me, all of a sudden, just from using the update button inside the Windows Store, Microsoft Store, keep the update, and from there it kind of really buggered up. We want to go to this camera. Peekaboo. So I've got quite a bit of fiddling around to do with my Tobii eye tracker settings, I think, just to get it all working nicely. As you can see here, can pan around with it, but I've got it set more towards tracking my head movement than I do my eye movement, because I found it very sensitive otherwise, and a bit problematic. Especially because I've got a second screen which I use for streaming. What that does is then conflict between the two almost, because if I look down at my screen, it pans the view left as well, which isn't that helpful if I'm trying to do external juicy camera shots. A little cluster of islands coming up off the horizon that way. That's going to be where Mafaru is. But in the main, we just continue at this heading. I can see Ian and Delta Tango catching up here as well. They're coming up behind us now. I'll just reset thrust a little bit. What I need to do as well, I had a keybind set, so when I was in external drone camera view, it was a keybind that then did track it. Well, it sort of toggled swivel around. If that makes sense. What I've done is I've overwrote that with my Tobii eye tracker settings, which has confused it a little bit. Off they go. Question is, can he recover? Oh, we can. See, just a set of nav lights just behind the tail there. I'm going to leave all the landing lights and stuff on as well. I'm not too worried about that. It's flat. Beast Monster says what he's done is completely switch off the eye tracking and it works okay now. So how... I've read that a couple of times now inside the forums, people saying they've turned off the eye tracking. There's an option between eye tracking and head tracking, but how does that work? I'm assuming that what it does is it sort of pushes it over into head tracking mode as an eye tracker, but I don't know. Now the Twin Otter hasn't been updated for quite some time. Those of you who have got it will know what I mean. It's been quite a few months since it's released now, and it's not really been updated that much. However, and I know it's a contentious subject, with a lot of people complaining about the sounds and things, but I don't really think I remember them being particularly awful, and I certainly haven't noticed them being bad in this instance either. And in fairness, we've completely abused the aeroplane on the ground, just trying to steer it in the water as well. It wasn't the easiest. Yeah, the Phoenix update was around 6 months. Akazato's flown into the sun. Oh no, he's got himself out of that somehow. You definitely wouldn't appreciate that as a tourist, would you? Yeah, 6 months it was between two releases. I'm trying to find it on Discord at the moment because Ashley, one of our channel members, had found... They'd worked out how many days it was before, between the updates. And it shows you how long it was between the original release, or the last update, and then this current one from Phoenix. Where is it? It was around about 6 months anyway. Right, no, I can't find it anywhere. I've trawled through loads. Hey ho. Yeah, so back to a normal kind of service, I guess, from myself. With streaming going forwards, we'll be looking at doing a few streams in the Phoenix as well with a new update from Tuesday. We've got a Dutch bird livery, which is now included as well, and that will. I think it was a flight that Europe decided it was going to be between Amsterdam and Athens. I think it was from memory. So we're going to be doing that on Tuesday most likely. Again, it depends how much shifts and things at work get changed. There's still some last minute updates and things and changes that are happening. We'll be looking at doing that, and then going forwards, definitely diving back into the PMDG 737 as well, with the new Fly Too High Freeware Scenery as well. Definitely pronounced that wrong as well, but you guys I'm sure will know what I mean. So we need to do a flight into or out of there, EPWR. And for the first time in a while we're using live weather again. Perhaps my sim reinstalling itself has solved my issues from my previous experience as well. Throughout today's live stream, folks, as well, don't forget, hit like, and also if you're new, welcome aboard, hit subscribe too. And there's still plenty of time to join us if you want to. Just go to joinfs.net, click the sim that you want to fly on, i.e. MSFS 2020, install it, boot the sim, load in, and then go into JoinFS and select the DigitalThemePark server. How are we doing behind? Atolls kept up. I can see Ian and that down in the background, sort of the glint of some lights. There's a set of lights over there. Do a quick check on the little nav map. I can see smoothly's going the wrong way, I think. Not really sure. Delta Tango's on the track, he's a little bit further behind us. Zato, I'm not sure, certainly can't land on water. Needs to do ground speed of 160 knots. He's definitely closing on us, which is good. We're halfway on our first leg to Mafaru at the moment. What do you guys think of the new Orbx orb stuff? You think it's good? Do you think it's bad? What do you reckon? I've seen various reports of it across different forums. In fact, to be fair, a lot of people saying good things about it, but also equally a lot of people quite skeptical as well. So it'd be interesting to know throughout this flight today what you guys all think of this new Orbx orbs thing. You can collect them using Volanta, I believe, as well as purchases on Orbx Direct, and I think it just works like a loyalty scheme. So you end up getting sort of loyalty points, but they're called orbs, and then you can use them to redeem discounts and things like that off the Orbx store. I think, not entirely certain. I'd obviously need to research it and look a little bit more into it, of course, but apparently at the moment I've got 40 orbs, whatever that is, and if I click onto that website, okay, you can actually redeem some of their products, Orbx made products, using orbs. So we're not X-planers. Let's have a little look here. Key West International Orbx redeem with 90 orbs. I think, does everybody start with 40 orbs? Sundberg, EGPB, great little airfield, up very top end of Great Britain. 170 orbs, which is mega. But not too many products available on here, actually, to be honest. Orcas Island Airport, KORS, Microsoft Flight Simulator, redeemed with 140 orbs. Orbx made Dundee, 170 orbs. Southampton, 170. Yeah, it's basically a small splash of available products for different simulators on their website by the looks of it. So it's not even discounts from what I figured. I kind of assumed from what I was reading that you would end up getting, it'd be like Just Flight. You go onto the Just Flight website and you purchase something from them, you get points back, don't you? And it then equates into an equivalent discount. I was assuming it was going to be similar to that, but just clicking around on their website and having a little look around at the moment shows that it's actually something entirely different. But it means we can get free stuff by just flying on Volanta, completing achievements on Volanta and that sort of thing will rack up orbs. Pizza Monster, how did you get your 100? You might be a little bit more familiar with how orbs work than perhaps, say, I am. It's a very new thing that's, it was only released a couple of days ago, I think. Book says you just record your flight with Volanta and you can get orbs. Well, that's good, because I do a lot of flights on Volanta, which means lots of orbs. Hey, look at that in the background there, behind the two tails. Epic. Catching up. When we land, remind me, I need to go into settings. I need to find the setting for changing the toggle or the free view for the drone camera. I need to basically find that and re-toggle that again. Maybe it's toggle landing gear after all of that. Jeff says any discount that you get means that you are just being overcharged in the first place, nothing's free. I guess their argument there is they're using you're getting discount or money off their products, so in that sense it's probably a bit easier for them to discount their own stuff or offer it to you for free, but in return I would imagine they're using the data that you're providing via flights on Volanta and things to help identify different parts of the world to then develop their future products and all that sort of thing. Yeah, I guess you've got to do more of the challenges than anything else, Pizza Monster. Here's another question. When is sunset in the Maldives? Because I feel like we're going to be flying in the night. We're going to have to turn the live time back a bit. That sun is setting pretty quickly, isn't it? We're only a splash of the way there. I reckon we get 40 orbs by default when you start off. I think you get 40 to begin with. It's there to pull you in a little bit. You think, oh, I only need another 30 to get X, Y, and Z. So this is one of the first sets of atolls that we're going to fly over. Mafaru Airport, the RLM is over there somewhere. In fact, it'd be up here somewhere in the distance. We've got these tiny little atolls and sandbanks and things dotted around. Automator's already picked up Key West with his orbs. Wow, nice one. Did you find them easy to rack up? Do you think that it's a good idea, Automator, or perhaps not so much? I'm still quite indifferent, undecided about it all. I'm still trying to work out what it all means and whether or not actually they're going to be good for us or not. Hey, here we go. Oh, that's a close one. Just about got him in a screenshot there as well. This first section is a real route that Maldivian fly between here and the Robinson Nuru Resort. Got a mate there at the moment who's enjoying a honeymoon, and he's done this exact route, Male to Mafaru, then to Orivaru, to begin his little trip away. That's kind of the theme of this journey today, actually, kind of trying to follow what Maldivian do somewhat in real life, at least these first two sectors, and then it continues around various different islands on the way back to Male. Ah yes, pizza ones, yes. So somebody was pointing out further up that you purchase from Orbx and you get orbs from that. Definitely going to have to wind the time back, I think. We can't be doing this at night time. Hard enough in the day trying to steer it on the water. Doing a quick fuel check here. Absolutely loads. I think I remember this doesn't really have much of a fuel burn from memory. Yeah, fuel's on normal. I reckon we're definitely going to have to change this time of day. Or to daylight hours like so. A bit better. If we arrive back to Male at around about that time, then that's going to be great. Cheddar WH and a jet of some sorts just appeared, 470 knots. I don't know if they're on JoinFS or not though, but I can see them on little nav map. I think they might be on a difference. Oh no, there they are. They've crashed. It's an F-18. They're in the water. Birdman, we do, yes. So we're heading, well, we're just passing Mafaru at the moment, VRLM. Probably take about 10 minutes to get past that, and then we're going to be heading up to Mafaru at the moment. That's where our current waypoint is going to be, Mafaru VRDA. But I reckon at this speed it's going to take us 20 minutes, maybe. Then we're in a little collection of islands. We'll head across to Orivaru. 22 nautical miles. That one I mentioned is over here somewhere. One of these little islands here is a little airport on that. Alberta, good morning. I hope you're well. Jeff, imagine, hopefully it'd be like a 1-to-1 conversion rate. It'd be quite good. Or perhaps maybe not so good. 70 orbs. Essendon would cost you like 90 quid. I guess in a way it's a good way to make you use Orbx products more, Atlanta especially. Right, Mafaru, probably just about on the horizon there. There's a little bar starting to appear up here. I think that is Mafaru. It's got 2 runways, 06 and 24, but it's also just north side of that. It's got a pier and a little seaplane base area. Man, it's all on the website, britishavgeek.com/liveries. You can find everything that we offer there, and the Osprey VMR as well, actually. So you can't get Osprey model matching through AIG. You get it through downloading the liveries for relevant aircraft. Providing you've then got the models, you can use the VMR in vPilot to then match and see it all correctly, if that makes sense. That. Mega. Badger, hello, welcome. Very good, thank you. I hope you're okay. Jeddah WH is coming back again in his F-18, I think, up here somewhere. Where is he? 11 o'clock high. 530 knots. We're up to about 10 o'clock now, actually. 10 o'clock high still. Can't see him anywhere. He's definitely out there. We're going to get buzzed by an F-18 again soon, I think. GM91, hello to you, welcome. Very nice. Something a bit different from us. Appreciate usually we're doing airliners all the time on the channel. I'm conscious we've not really done a proper group flight like this for quite some time. Automator, yes. Next stream likely to be about Tuesday or Wednesday, one of those I would imagine. Yeah, back to work from tomorrow, so this is my only sort of clear day off. Having got back from a little trip away after the busyness of last week. Definitely need to reset a new toggle for this. Hey, it's a Cessna Caravan. Oh boy. Oh boy, where'd you go? He crashed. Right, that island there is Mafaru. It's pretty much that whole sandbank there, actually, I think, if I've got it right, is the runway. It's mega. And then there's a tiny little airport on the top right hand side. See what happens. So those of you flying in the caravans and things could certainly see it. There goes the F-18 Maverick. Buzzing past. GMS, so it depends what you want to fly on. You can use networks like this. Depends if you've all got different simulators. You can use JoinFS. So you can have people on X-Plane, MSFS, P3D all connecting to the same thing, FSX as well, all connecting to the same server, so it becomes an even bigger multiplayer. But they're super realistic. Then you want to, and this is like practicing real-world procedures and ATC comms, you should look at VATSIM. If not, you can use the standard Microsoft Flight Simulator multiplayer server instead. Doc, it's DigitalThemePark. Addy, awesome. Oh, Badger, that sounds rather frustrating there. If you do want to join us, folks, what I've done is I've put the actual router, well, the server that you need and the system that you need in joinfs.net. I did think that caravan was going quite quick there. Doc, you could spawn in at Mafaru VRDA, which is this airport here that we're just flying up towards at the moment. And we'll be there fairly soon. Right, so I'm not actually sure how to play this. We want to go to that little pier there, where there's a little seaplane base. But this is a whole runway. Obviously we can't use that runway because we're a float plane. So we need to land here somewhere in Mafaru. So, I reckon weird. The autopilot off switch didn't work. I've only just reinstalled the sim, so there's going to be weird differences and things like that.
Don't sink.
I won't.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Little altitude warning. Slowing down to about 100 knots.
Don't sink.
make use of Toby eye tracker again, I think, for the approach.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Minimums. Minimums.
Cheers for that. Didn't know I'd actually set any. But we'll take it.
Too low. Flaps. Too low. Flaps. Too low. Flaps.
Watching my speed as well as we make the turn. 80. First time using Toby eye tracker to do a landing. There's the pier. How are we? 200. Looking good. Weird lines and stuff. On the mesh.
Minimums. Sink rate. 1 sink rate.
I want to try and land flat.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Like that. Do even LRM agreed. I'm going to move this to 1000 or 2000 actually, just get it up and away. That's Baccazato flying along in his, it's a Cessna Caravan, but he said there in the live chat earlier it's actually a 737. I think they've actually spawned way too far away from the pier. There's a couple of touchdowns behind us as well. I reckon we could just go for full power again. Take off. Without worrying about your flaps 10. Yes, now we have. Let's go back to full power and we're going to continue westbound now, 266 degrees to Orivaru. Set power. A little loss of power there. Got it back. Weirdly enough, I think. Oh dear, that's a sandbank. Ah! Oh! Oh my good grief. We got it, we're up.
Bank angle.
Clear the flaps.
Bank angle.
Holy Christ.
Bank angle.
Tell you what, on the base turn and on finals, certainly makes it a little bit easier using the eye tracker. Doc, I'd go for one of the, I don't know if you've got like an amphibious aircraft that you can use with skis, or floats, sorry. I'd maybe look at that, perhaps. God, that's so noisy. Go for 600. Small little collection of islands over here. Going to take us to Orivaru.
Too low terrain. Too low terrain. Too low terrain. Too low terrain. Too low terrain.
Where's my ground proximity warning system thing? Can we kill it?
Too low terrain.
There isn't a way of doing it, is there?
Too low terrain. Too low terrain.
Oh my god.
Too low terrain.
I don't think there is a way, is there? I remember somebody saying a little while ago there is a mod that you have to download.
Too low. Terrain.
Which removes it all, basically. So lots of tiny atolls now along the way. It's only 10 miles, so we're almost at Orivaru actually, which is, I think, that island right on the nose. In fact, it is 1, 2, 3, that's Orivaru. We're already thinking about
Too low. Terrain.
heading down. Wind us up to 1200 again. Rip out the wires to theory, yes. I think that is usually then going to be the plan, isn't it? So this one is Orivaru, the home of Robinson Nuru Resort. And there is a pier on the south side, which is the bottom here.
Don't sink.
Oh, shush, aeroplane.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
It's quite deceptive because it looks closer than it actually really is. I think that'll work here. Yes. Bring that speed back down towards 100. It's great to see this still works quite nicely in Sim Update 10 with no updates or anything required as well. That's a big old drop in rate descent there.
Too low. Flaps.
Yeah, we're going to flaps 10 already. Okay, let's extend the haul.
Flaps.
This is a flight my mate's done in real life. Watch that stall speed. Down we go. Oh, look at that one, even better. It helps the sea stays so calm. Just change our flap setting here as well. It looks nothing like the island. But then the sim doesn't really have the Maldives in it, in fairness. In reality, there is a hotel here, a resort and everything all here. And we would be pulling up to the pier, effectively. Johnny Mike, Orivaru at the moment. Back as Arthur's crashing his 737, that's what he's in there. Alrighty. Back to 50% torque. Just a little dip of power again. It's me chasing the throttle. Where we go. Northbound now, 22 nautical miles.
Banking.
What'll do?
Banking.
Again, another leg that wouldn't take too long. Flaps are up. Yes. So the next, well, this is a proper island with an airport on it. BRSF is the 4-letter ICAO code. And we'll level off at 800. What do we want here? We want 001 mag. Maldives are massive. If we toured the Maldives at the moment as it is, we would be flying for ages. I don't know if you guys heard that bang there. That was a bit weird. Kind of expected to look round then and see the window smashed. It was that loud. No idea. I don't even know if you guys picked that up on the audible. Throw me. Where are we now? Thought I was gonna have to go legging it outside after some yacht. Andrew, hello. Have I thought of doing short hop stream in twin-G aircraft around Scotland and the Scottish Highlands? Yes, actually, you know what? There is something we need to do in the near future, and that is explore the new black box Square King Air analog stuff, which is being released very soon via Just Flight. King Air is the next product of their analog dial thing, so we could have a little look at that. Funadoo doc BRSF. How we doing behind? Got a few still, keeping up. Got one back over there. So we're basically hopping along above all of these along the way up to Funadoo. It's a north-south runway in this instance, but we aren't actually going to be landing on the runway again. I think that large sandbank again further up is Funadoo. Let's try and see if we'll activate your head tracking here and see if I get a decent photograph or screenshot rather. Bakizato, good man. That's definitely the airport up here, I think. We've got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth is the island. So, reconfigure the aeroplane for that. And I'm trying to think where the pier is going to be. I don't think it's going to be included again. What have we got here? What we'll do is we'll buzz over first. There's a port on the left-hand side. Yes, you did. But we've still got plenty of route left to fly. If you are booting the sim, BRSF is the next airport. Put that back to 2000 because it's a really annoying noise. I don't know how you missed us then. Fantastic. Okay, I'm pretty certain that's going to be the airport. It is, and there's the little pier as well. Just want to hold this attitude at this and this altitude for the time being. Rick, welcome. Taxi 2. You know what? I spent ages looking the whole time at the routing to make all of that work for the Commonwealth tour, and that's the best way I could find of doing it to kind of make it all make sense a little bit. Yes, do it. We've still got a way to go yet. Look at this. This is one of those airports included in the scenery.
Don't sink.
With monopoly houses.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Trying to think where to put this down. I might put it down alongside the runway on the other side.
Don't sink.
Shush plane.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
You could always get the engines running, Mark, and then on JoinFS you do the follow me feature thing, and it will spawn then directly behind us wherever we are. Could be something worth exploring.
Sink.
Let's cross this short final path here.
Don't sink.
approach, assault approach landing this, I think. It's a shame, we should have really been in the amphibious. I'm tempted to reload in on the amphibious version here so we can make use of the airport runways and things too. What do you guys think? Juliet Charlie Mike, go find my username on the JoinFS view tab, click aircraft, and then right click on my name. You should see an option for follow. What do you reckon, folks? Stick with Maldivian flow, or should we go to an amphibious twin otter, the Osprey amphibious twin otter, and make use of this runway? Might give people a chance to catch up as well if they're looking at joining us. While Mark, Dom and Juliet Charlie Mike are just sorting it all out as well, what we could do is just briefly go into here. I'll show you guys the Toby settings here, but we want to go to Velocity 1 flight, search by input, that button there, toggle play controls, that is for the drone camera, so I need to change this. There you go, number 3 will do. That's actually free at the moment. So if I apply that, that's now toggled head tracking back on, and then untoggled head tracking. VRSF dock is on the live chat above. Oh my god, we've got to full power. How did that happen? Alright, let's go amphibious, shall we, folks? The RSF, you'll see it loading in here actually in a moment. So those of you on the ground, just hold on. We're going to change to amphibious, so we've got wheels as an option as well. Just going to swim to the shore. Zato's spawning in the F-14 Tomcat, of course you are. Why would you not? How are we doing on Volanta? Diversion detected, set Mafaru as new destination. No. We don't want to end the flight just yet either. So we're going to try and trick that into thinking we're still flying. We're going to go to amphibious passenger. There's the good old Osprey regional livery thanks to Tapsy. And we're going to zoom up to Funadoo, the RSF. We don't want live. Actually, we do want live time in a moment. Once we've set departure. Live weather. And what I might do is I might go on to all players as well. So those of you struggling with JoinFS on MSFS, you should be able to see us. So I'll do a double whammy again once more. Let's go. Here we are. So, just need to reconnect to the JoinFS network. There we are. We're back in. A quick disconnect and a reconnect solves that problem nicely. So we're going to go to camera. Just going to reset the camera views. It was number 7, I think, and then 20. 21 will do, I think. That will probably be quite nice. There we are. Bit different. This one's got wheels as well, so something else that we need to consider throughout our journey. Doc, have you got the scenery downloaded that's in the description? That could be why. Right. Okay. Let's smash through this quick. I shan't worry about fuel. What is the fuel option? That'll be fine. If we run out, we'll glide. We'll see how well she glides. I don't envisage it running out either. Position lights, seatbelt signs, emergency lights. That's all good. And right start. The gas gen. Now we can add the fuel. And then we can sort the prop out as well. Awesome, and left engine start. Starts to spin, there she goes. Oops, hard building. Sometimes literally smashing around there. Marks in the sea over there. That's somebody up already. Alrighty, so I need to get out of here somehow. They're all good, they're on, that's on automatic. Can't worry about those. Flaps can go 10, landing lights off, got back onto the on position. Let's put the yaw damper on as well because I'll forget otherwise. That's all good, that's set. We need to reset our custom views again because we've reset the sim. No bother, it doesn't take too long in this because we've got an open cabin, so we're going to do this one as 3. Six. 7. 8. That'll do for now. Okay. Part brake off. And I need to somehow try and get us out of this real tight spot. Juliet Charlie Mike, check your settings. Come on, just getting the wheels stuck here. She wants to move. Sweet, there we go. You know what? I think we need to reverse out of this. Oh god, what are we doing? Okay, let's go back to a level of sensibility for a little while. Michelle, interesting. Maybe Sky haven't got the Spitfire loaded in today. I've had to completely reinstall my sim, so I've got a number of aircraft still missing from it now. The Spitfire is included in that. Okay, let's get the Tobii eye tracker reactivated again. Left and right. Oh, this does make ground taxi really nice. Might need the whole runway. So the next leg, 297 degrees. Outbound from here, departing 02. Out of Funadu. Doc, I reckon if you spawned in Marley and then you just go on to right click on Digital Theme Park server, right click on the aircraft under my username and click follow, it will then snap you into our position basically. Juliet Charlie Mike, I think I can see you interestingly enough. I can certainly see you on the little nav map plan. There's Bakazato about to buzz in, I think. Well, no, that's Delta Tango actually. Round we go. Let's go for 50, 45. This is quite the crosswind for us actually as well. Yeah, those wheels skidding around. Get that gear up, nice and quick. Then we're going to go for a left turn, accelerating through 100. Let's get the flaps away. Make sure we don't sink too much. We'll turn outbound at 200 feet. We're going to head towards that little island, and that's then roughly, I think, where we're going to be able to intercept. Actually, halfway between that, we go up towards that island then, he says. Oh, actually, no, we want to be to the left of this island, and then we'll go 297 degrees. Let's set 600 on the altitude. Let's set that already. Andy's just spawned in at a Concorde. That's another one I haven't got installed, sadly. Okay, now we go round this little island, which isn't actually anything by the looks of it, rather unfortunately. Go away like so. We set our cruise power. This leg is only 18 nautical miles again. There's another resort. Whether or not we see it is another matter entirely. Hopefully we do. Cosmo says, how's your Tobii so steady? Mine bounces so much and I have the sensitivity way down. So I've set a toggle which allows me to turn it off and on again. Awesome, that's handy. I can see the voicemail flying along on a little nav map as well. Let's pop outside to see what's going on. It's funny, these nav license frames are brighter than the Fenix. Oh dear, shouldn't joke about that sort of thing. Oh, hello. We need to turn right slightly, so we'll go for 300, I think, because the wind. MPS Gaming, a bit more stable actually today. We've turned the new DLSS features on. We've done a couple of tweaks that have been mentioned on forums and things, and you see these are really nicely detailed here. But you then look at the displays, and this is even with tweaks to supposedly improve it. It gives us a slight blurriness, but I think when we get the next driver update from Nvidia, I reckon that'll probably solve that. Holy moly, that's an F-18, I think. It's weird seeing a caravan going that quick. We're going to turn around this resort. We're going to head down to Mafaru Airport, VRFI, Victor Romeo, oh no, Echo India. Victor Romeo Echo India, VREI, Mafaru. Back as Atolls in an F-18. Let me try and sub it if I can find out how to do it. Substitute. So with JoinFS you can literally change it to anything you want. There we go, F-18. That works. I can see Doctor on board as well, further up in the Skyhawk. Interested to see what this looks like as we fly over it. There should be... no, it's not. It's not going to look like the resort at all. But hey ho, at least we tried. Atolls up here somewhere. Oh no, there he is. The F-18. Yes, crikey. Well, I ended up fiddling around with the settings mentioned on the forums a couple of times, which supposedly offer a better performance. But I think we'll see it when the new NVIDIA update comes, whether or not we actually get what they've described or not. So we'll have to watch this space. Yeah, that looks nothing like it. Cosmo, I haven't tried it, no, actually. Not the shared cockpit in JoinFS. 181 degrees for the next leg, folks. Mag. Dirty floats. It's a very posh resort on this little island that we're flying over at the moment, but MSFS doesn't see it. What would be nice is something like FS. Who was the company that created the Seychelles Sea? It'd be great if we had something similar to that, wouldn't it? Marco, good morning to you in the States. Wanting to jump back into the Twin Otter is, I think, one of those aircraft that I think we should probably confess kind of forgotten about a fair bit recently, and it certainly deserves a bit more attention. It is great fun after all. Yeah, a lot of people have gone back to TAA, MPS gaming actually, a lot of people. Cockpit Cessna Grand Caravan. The finest blur. That's a bit better. Slight correction of direction, I think. We're going to go left 4 or 5 degrees. Left 4 or 5 degrees, not 4 or 5. Yeah, that's a good point as well. Mark's pointing out there with the boy Smythe saying that DLSS only works with RTX GPUs, so those of you like myself who've got an RTX 2070 Super or an RTX 2060 or a 3070, then you can use that new feature, but otherwise you basically you won't have that option available to you to use. Straight through the gap. I need to sort of go and enjoy a bit more DCS, I think. Now we've got this head tracker as well, DCS is probably going to be a lot more enjoyable. David, have I missed a crash to desktop there? Not from myself. I hope not. Anyway, we're still flying. How many of us are in the group flight? And well, originally I think 2. Thankfully, more people have joined us. We've got Delta Tango, Bakazato, Smooth D, Boy Smide, Juliet Charlie, JRC 257, Ian as well, Cheddar, and Doctor on board. Cosmo likes the Twin Otter, but really wants the Grumman Goose. Oh yeah, just a livery change, David. Sorry, yeah, just good point. If you are just tuning back in again, we've changed to the amphibious Twin Otter, just so we've got the option to land on runways as well as the water. Here comes Bakazato again for another flyby. Oh dear me. Graham, it certainly is, yeah. Doc, it says can't find you. On JoinFS, I mentioned it a little while ago, go to View, click Aircraft, press my username so it's highlighted in blue, right click it, and then click Follow. And what it should do is it should snap your aeroplane straight to behind us. Is that him? I think it might be. And there's another one. Yeah, the BA 146 from Just Flight's just been updated. Very exciting. I think this one includes the new EFB amongst a load of other stuff, which is really good. I can see Fritz at Ifiru Airport as well now, further down. We're on the way, Fritz. Might set torque at 40 just to see if it helps people out with the jets and things, so we can fly a bit more of a formation. Yeah, Graham, for all the liveries, have a little look on the website, britishafgeek.com/liveries, and you'll see a whole load of options there across varying different aircraft. You can download them all for free. Most of them are on flightsim.to, where all them people go. Gotcha. Which means the others must be behind again, directly behind. Well, Mark, I can easily change that. Oh no, yeah, it shows the Voice Mive Osprey Regional Amphibian packs. There goes Cheddar Whiskey. What else have we got here? Amphibian packs. That should have solved it. Perhaps a quick little refresh of the model matching rules. Little intercept showing us the weapons. Not that there are any in MSFS, sadly, but DCS of course would have that. Akazato, how are you even keeping up in the F-18 at this speed? I reckon straight in approach, runway 18 for this in Peru. Looks like the terminal is most of the way down on the right hand side, but we can stop this thing at a sixpence. It's so good on performance. Little adjustment towards the west a bit more to the right. Try and line up with the runway now. No, wait, okay, well, that'll be it. Making all these slight connections. We make a correction to the right, but then it goes wings level, and then it makes a slight correction to the left again, which is quite frustrating. Oh yes, Mark, yeah, thanks for reminding me. I'll probably have forgotten that otherwise. Now we're back in the amphibious. We're going to head towards Mark. Virgin course. Very gentle descent down. Have the nose come down a tad. Still got a way to go. Just dropping us by 100 feet. I think the airfield is going to be that island there. Oh, actually, hold on. There's some tarmac. That can't be it. It's hard to work out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that is it. Holy Christ. Closer than I thought. Unless I've got that really wrong.
Don't sink. 500. Don't sink.
Oh, that's definitely it. Quick prop change. We get the aeroplane scream at us now as we're going to be flying low and fast towards the runway. It is the runway, yeah, it is Mafaru. Nice, we can use actual runways as well now. Bring that speed down, let's get the gear out.
Too low. Flaps.
Goodness me, the trim's well out. I'm going to pull back loads for this just to try and hold it level. There we go, that's a bit better.
Too low. Flaps.
Right, Toby eye tracker's active again.
Minimums. Minimums.
Big drop. No idea what the weather's doing. We're on live weather, but I have no idea what the wind is actually supposed to be doing here. Haven't seen a windsock yet. We've got no METAR, so we're just winging it.
50.
Although this looks like there's a crosswind. Double runway textures, always promising. Definitely a crosswind. Oh yeah, look at the windsock. Pretty much horizontal to the side there. Bar trucks are out for us. And we're going to need 20 degrees of flat for this. And this is going to give us opportunity for Doc to catch up as well, because he's just coming onto base, I think, on final. Atolls is going to be doing a fly past in his F-18. There he comes. Bricks is here as well, and another F-18, I think. We've got two on final there, Doc and one other. Holy Christ. Nice little touchdown from Doc there. Where's that windsock? It's completely straight across, isn't it? Doesn't really help us, but may as well go back to 1.8 just to help us with even a 1 knot tailwind. We're going to go flat 20 for this takeoff. In fact, let's just go from here. If we get overrun, the tactic here is going to be press the landing gear button the second the wheels are about to hit the water if we overrun. And then it won't be a problem. Because then we can float. Look at that, there we go. Flaps 20 is no bother for us here. Let's get that gear up as well, shall we? Gear gets tucked into that belly there. And we can bring the flaps up. As we make a turn left and away. Keep it turning. Get the power back to 40 as well. Thereabouts, to then head southbound down the island chain. There. Oops, overcooked that one. Heading. Brilliant. That route on Balanta so far, because we're tracking this as well as we fly along, it looks like this. So we departed Marley, It read every single bounce as a touchdown. There was a little climbing orbit out and away to give it a chance to catch up. We've then avoided the resorts here, headed northbound all the way up to Mafaru, about 100 nautical miles northbound of Mali. There we are. Around the head of the islands, the atoll there, descending down and touching down in the water. There at 303 per minute, I think that was. Departed, headed then out to Orivaru. 195 foot per minute touchdown there, 56 knots apparently, and then we headed north up to Daravandhoo, which is here. At which point we then respawned, so we've gone away from the float version, the Maldivian float plane. We've then used the amphibious Osprey twin otter delivery, so we can use runways now, as well as an option. We've then headed down towards, where were we just then? Mafaru. There we go. Now we're heading southbound. There's our current position. We're heading down to this one, I think. Daravandhoo. The RMD. Yes, we are. Only 34 nautical miles. If you guys wanted to get yourself a Tobii eye tracker as well, still early days for me to decide if I really like it or not. Still got to tweak the sensitivity settings and all that sort of thing as well. Early indications though, very useful, and quite a nice little bit of kit. If you get it all set up nicely, I'd imagine it's fantastic to use, especially taxiing on the ground and things. And then there's a nice little toggle button to turn it off and on again when you're finished using it. But you can get 5% off. You go to https://tobii.gg/BritishAvGeek. Dedicated link there for the channel. And then you put the code BritishAvGeek in and you get 5% off. Bugs is saying, is GSX fixed? Yes. Mostly. Doc's saying, where is his comment there? All I see is A320s. He said something else as well. I can't see it in the live chat. There we go. You're very fast. My Cessna can't keep up. Yeah, the Twin Otter tends to fly around these sort of speeds. You can always use the Cessna Grand Caravan if you have that. Our frames with GSX good, Bugs is asking, so it's hit and miss. Sometimes you'll notice that all of a sudden you'll lose loads of frames, and there's no rhyme nor reason as to why that's happening. It just does. It just happens.
Too low terrain.
What terrain?
Too
Oh,
low terrain.
could have been the F-18. I wish we could turn that off.
Too low terrain.
There must be a setting.
Too low terrain.
Actually not.
Too low terrain.
There we go. Shush now. GPWS in a bit. I knew there was a button somewhere. Fair enough, Doc. Could always max it out, get to the bar pole. B&E. How are we doing behind? I can see something on the water. one thing I didn't really appreciate is how sparse the Maldives are, or is, how wide the whole area is, and the gaps between all the tiny little atolls. And to think that each atoll has got like a little holiday resort on it, albeit a very posh one. I'm very jealous of that, Mark. Just need to correct this track a little bit. We're getting blown off course. Let's come across 10 degrees, I reckon. Nearer towards 180 degrees. We're aiming for that over there, little collection of islands. So that might do. Just see how we go. As you can see, we're not actually using a flight plan. Kind of guessing this and flying it. Not blind. But using a little nav map to help with reference to where we need to go. Yes, the Just Flight have updated their 146 Professional for Microsoft Flight Simulator today, and their changelog is quite big actually. It says manual updated to reflect software changes, control assignment section added, sim update 10 compatibility changes, there's increase decrease autopilot pitch hold reference assignment logic's been fixed, allowing for control over autopilot pitch or vertical speeds, ice detection warning logic changes, perfect timing because we're going into winter now. EFB config menu option added for disabling visible QCQT cargo containers for GSX users. That's a real neat little quality of life change there for those of us like myself who uses GSX nowadays. GPU beacon light effect added. VHF nav1 display tweaked to match more closely the real unit. Use of anti-ice now affects engine performance, reducing N1 by approximately 1% and increasing fuel flow by approximately 9%. Water service door added to exterior. IOAT and auxiliary pitot probes added to exterior as well, so the exterior model's been tweaked and improved. Storm panel lighting added. Takeoff call out logic tweaked to reduce delays between V1 rotate, V2 gear up calls. Engine fan blade animations fixed on the 200 QT and the 300 variants. Altitude arm no longer disengages when selected altitude is changed. That's good. That's something that we had noticed. They've improved the ADF frequency to allow 0.5 kilohertz increments. Roll spoiler deployment range matched is more closely to the real aircraft. Air brakes extend further when hydraulic pressure is depleted now. Autopilot go-around mode fixed. FTE tweaks including improvements to the centre of gravity. Performance improvements, minor exterior texture improvements, enunciator clarity, resolution improvements, and then they've done EFB upgrades, doubled screen resolution of that, interactive checklists in addition to the existing MSFS checklist support, a top of descent calculator with the option to manually input altitude, speeds and descent requirements, or to have those synced from the sim. That's really cool. An on-screen virtual keyboard, especially useful for those of you who like to use VR. Improved Navigraph chart screen with automatic selection of departure and arrival airports based on your SimBrief OFP, and it also has the ability to favourite your charts for quick reference to and METARs for your SimBrief OFP departure, arrival and alternate airports, all in that one update version 0.1.8. Very smart. So that's now available. Doc says this is your first GA flight on MSFS. Epic. Next islands, Daravandhoo Airport is coming up. I don't think this has a float plane base either. It doesn't look like it. We're going to fly onto runway 12. So what have we got here? I think that island there is going to be Daravandhoo. It looks like an airport. It's a load of concrete anyway. So let's turn 200 degrees. Yeah, we can land on the water, Mark. In fact, there is a water. I think the Daravandhoo jetty, unless I've read that wrong, and we're going to land at a port. But hey ho, we can give it a go. There is, in reality, an air terminal here, a little air jetty where the water floats. It's got to be the island there, surely. Yeah, because you've got the 3 cluster, just south of the 3 cluster. The airport, runway 12 should be there. We'll do a water landing. Ground proximity warning system's been inhibited as well. Let's turn heading mode off. Let's take ownership of the aeroplane as well. Let's turn autopilot off again. And we'll reactivate Toby eye tracker. Yeah, there's the runway for those of you who need one. Just about to see it coming off into the distance. And there's a water runway for us as well. On the left-hand side of the island as we're looking at it at the moment, which is kind of what we're starting to sort of route ourselves around to at the moment. We've got the lights for blue water floats. And green if that was all deployed. Wheels are deployed.
500.
Do flaps 20 for now, we'll just watch the speed come down. Counter that. And we're going to go full flap. See if I can get this
100.
on the penny and the pier. No guarantees.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
I'll take that. That wasn't a bad effort, was it? Where'd everyone else go? They've gone over there towards the runway. Actually, we landed into wind there for the first time. What the heck was that? We've just been buzzed by an F-18 or something. Or we've grounded out, maybe. Could be that. That looks like Mark's touchdown. Blue, hello, welcome. And Fritz. Interesting. Check your server. Check JoinFS has got green on both network and simulator. Oh my god, that was quick. Right, now we've got to get off this thing. So, we're going to go to back to flap 10. Need a bit of reverse to help us here. Back we go. Then we're departing this way. Both green, interesting. Try and click network so it goes red, and then click it again. Make sure you're in the DigitalThemePark server, which you can do by clicking view and then hubs, I think it's called. Big boo. Gear in this instance. Andrew, no worries buddy, have a good day. Thanks for tuning in, I hope you're well. Somebody's asking about when they're going to fix the sunken boats at the piers. It's just a satellite imagery issue really. Doc, no worries buddy, have a good day. Set that power. Round we go, steep turn. There's the shadow. It's pretty cool. Back round, we're on 164 degrees. Getting sidetracked here while I wait for everyone to take off. About that. It's heading mode on as well. Where we're heading to next? We're heading 46 nautical miles, 164 degrees mag to Daravandhoo, which is a little waypoint. We're following a couple of tiny little islands further down, and we're heading back towards Mali now. We've got 2 waypoints left, and then we're going to head back into the seaplane base. We'll leave GPWS inhibit on as well for the time being. How's everyone else doing behind? Let's have a quick look. That's a great formation flying by whoever that is. Very smoothly done. Transition left to right. For those of you who fly with Fly UK, you can use this. The Twin Otter with the Fly UK Highlands Connect livery, I think it is, and you can then complete little hops around, so Glasgow to Barra as a prime example of a route included there. Really, really good, well worth doing. Little correction right, I think. forgot this doesn't really burn fuel. That you could just fly and fly and fly. Oh, desperately need a new phone. Looking forward to the Pixel 7 coming out. I've got a OnePlus 6T. I've had it for 4 years now. It's been really good up until the last couple of weeks, and it's just almost stopped working properly completely. It was Mark. Good effort. Who have we got? I heard a little chime there. Dave, William, welcome on board. Thanks for subscribing. Voxel as well, thanks. And Palmer, welcome folks. Great to have you with us.
500.
Check. Yeah, Mark swears by your Oppo. You see, this is the problem though. OnePlus used to be really good until it paired with Oppo, and then it's kind of just become Oppo. So it's not really OnePlus anymore. Which is a bit of a shame. Blue, really good question there. What is the red light that keeps flashing? This one here? Trim in motion. So what the aeroplane is doing is constantly it's tweaking all the time. The trim, just to hold our altitude. So because of that, it's flashing to tell us the trim is in motion. Zato's doing a Mach 1.6 flyby. From which direction? Oh, from behind. Yeah, absolutely. They started. The reason why I started getting OnePlus, we were having this conversation actually, is because they promised to do things differently and not charge as much. Holy Christ! Oh. They kind of were there to challenge Apple and Samsung, those big companies. They've kind of just become another one of them. Exactly, that's what they're supposed to be against as well, Mark. It's quite interesting. But yeah, after the OnePlus 8, I think it was, it just started to go really downhill then from there. Unfortunately. Google Pixel 7 for me. I think that offers everything that I want really from a phone. And they'll be nice and stable. I'll have a decent camera as well, so when I'm doing those reels and things on Instagram for you folks, it'll be even more crystal clear. Find X5 Pro. Oh, Fritz, you're on multiplayer, so we're not actually on. I've connected to MSFS multiplayer just so that it's there in case people struggle with JoinFS. But in effect, we're on the JoinFS Digital Theme Park server, which is a totally different system to MSFS multiplayer. It's got VATSIM or anything like that either. I think that could be where the confusions maybe come from there. Oh, Delta Tango. That's, you know what? That's better than a crash to desktop, isn't it? At least that has an accidental exit. Not a forced exit there. Much, much, much better. Back is Otter with a smashing fly past again. Oh, Fritz, okay. Well, yeah, you shouldn't need to be on both, but if you are, that's absolutely fine as well. As long as you can see us and we can see you, it doesn't really matter too much. Right, coming up, there's a little Reefy Ra island, whether or not it's in the sim. A lot of the Maldives is missing, so you have to download scenery packs to kind of see it. Yeah, it looks like that's that. I think that's that anyway, but then I've ended up almost overflying Atolls so far already. Stock, hello, it's in the pinned message on the live chat, pinned message on the top there. JoinFS.net, click the sim you need, so MSFS version for that, and then from there you install it into the sim. Make sure both the connections are green, and then you join the Digital Theme Park server. That's all good. I think this one is just a simple fly past, because I don't see how. Where have we got here? Yeah, so Reethi Ra's coming up. Shouldn't go completely over that. So perhaps it's not included, maybe it's not in the sim, unless it's this little island of crystal blue there. Maybe it is that after all. And then from there we continue the same bearing, actually slightly more southerly to Boduhuthi, which is then within the Teme. Slam Michael, welcome aboard, thanks for subscribing. Mark, yeah, maybe he is in a pink one after all. There's Universe 805, which I assume is Fritz. Just been able to connect. Slow flyby. Shame we can't get the afterburners lit up there as well as he goes past. That'd look quite cool, wouldn't it? Oh. Right. Howler. I don't know how he saved that, but he did. All the things you can't get away with on Bat Sim, eh? Okay, that is the island there that I was thinking of. Reethi Ra. But it doesn't look like it's anything again, which is a bit weird. The Maldives is a bit hit and miss, isn't it? Yeah, unfortunately JoinFS isn't available on Xbox. It's PC only. Dan, hello, welcome. How are you? That's Reethi Ra, supposedly a very nice island with some resource on it. I reckon a slight correction of 1 or 2 degrees. So that's definitely Fritz. So that's one connection to JoinFS and a second connection to MSFS multiplayer. And that looks epic because it looks like they're dogfighting. That's excellent. That is skills. Yeah, very good, thank you. Very good. Still, the stresses of moving house don't go away. But otherwise, very good, thanks for asking. Spent a few days start at the middle of the week in Chester Zoo, which was very fun. Oh, there he is. It's a shame that's a lot, not louder. Oh, this is the island here.
500.
Not think that would be the case. 114 degrees, folks, mag, and then factor in the wind. That's supposed to be a nice big resort. Look at that shadow there. It's excellent. That's spectacular. Hey, dude, hello, welcome. Not missed very much. Oh, David, awesome. How are you finding the scenery? Because I know, obviously, around Africa, the scenery can be quite lacking inside MSFS. I've heard from a few that the Sahara Desert is fantastic during the day, though. One of those legs. Back towards Marley now. Marley, sorry. We need to do that at some point next week as well, actually. We need to begin the Commonwealth tour as well. All very default, but the general scenery is really good. Yeah, I guess that was kind of the balance, wasn't it, really? Picking either or and hoping that maybe the scenery for the flights themselves will offset the weirdness of just default airports. Hopefully it's proving a nice tour anyway. You've done leg 10, so it must be okay. Dude says you should try out DCS. I have actually got DCS now. When my sim was crashing loads all the time, I went and purchased DCS especially. And I purchased the F18 actually. Now I've got the Tobii eye tracker. We can enjoy, potentially I might be able to enjoy and get myself into DCS a little bit more, because I'll be able to have those snappy head movements like this, looking around during dogfights, and I just need to then work at setting up some better keybinds and things.
500.
Okay, well Marley is one of these. Oh, there we go. So that'll be Marley there, over there. In fact, there's the runway. You can see the approach lights, two little lights there. That's Marley. So we're going to buzz down these little islands. Resorts. For our final landing of the day. I would imagine I would be, yes. And I would need quite a bit of time to get used to just DCS in general before I think about dogfights and things. I could just about drop a bomb, and that's about it. I could fire missiles actually nicely, but fire and forget ones. But again, if I was to connect now, I'd have likely forgotten all of the click spots and the settings and keybinds. There's so many keybinds in DCS, it's unreal. I think a lot of it relies on you having a decent memory. Rich, no worries, buddy. Have a good day. And good luck, I guess. I'm sure you'll be fine. William, you just need to change your cold and dark, your state save, so it loads cold and dark all the time. One of these is the Fairmont, Maldives. Very posh. Just buzz over and make as much noise as possible. What's nice is I can look around, at the same time I can be moving the camera view around as well. With this Tobii Eye tracker, it's quite smart actually. I've resisted this for a long time, haven't I? Those of you who have been saying for a little while I should get something like this. I've resisted and resisted. Oh, William, no problem. Go to britishavgeek.com/PMDG737. PMDG-737, sorry, and it should give you the ability, or it should give you the options to look at various different tutorials that I've created there for the 737 on the website. So do check out all of the tutorials I've created to help you learn the 737. Download the checklist, William, as well, that I've created. You can download that for free on flightsim.to or via the website as well. But definitely check out those tutorials. David, yeah, I think if you change the head reset thing to 0, would that not just, when you turn it off, would that not hold it where it is? I think I could probably do with changing the sensitivity up a little bit more. But it's definitely better now I've got the head tracking set to be more prominent than the eye tracking. Okay, where we're going is here, that little cluster of water there. So we've got the main runway, Marley. We're going for the seaplane base. Shush plane. Let's wind that to 0. Oops, fat fingers. There we go. So that's now deactivated somewhat. Bugs? No, I don't think so. The optimizations aren't really there to be enjoyed too much yet because it's giving a lot of us very, very, very blurry screens, displays and things like that on our glass cockpits. So I would probably say hold off until the new NVIDIA driver update comes. And when that does come, providing you've got an RTX graphics card, you should be able to use the new DLS feature thing. Ah, David, no worries. Interesting. Good to know. You know what, that Pacific leg that I've created, I was going to do it from one of those islands near Papua New Guinea. I forget which one it is now, where the leg stops and then jumps across to Belize. It was 16 hours in a 787-10, and I figured even I wouldn't want to do that, so I thought what we'd do is we'd just skip the Pacific entirely at that point, just to see, or give people a bit more of an easier option. It's already quite a long Commonwealth tour anyway, isn't it? Touring at almost 50 legs. Here come the little boys. Brandon, hello. Good, thanks. Hope you're well. I'll take it. where I find out my gear's up the whole time. Zoom. Do you guys want to see it as an extra leg on the tour then, perhaps, or something like that? I could do that. Just figured it might not have been something that you guys would have wanted to have done, so I left that one off intentionally. It's great to hear you guys are enjoying the Commonwealth tour though. It's a heck of a mission, but I wanted to sort of do it anyway. There's the Freeware Mali Airport. We need to... Grief, where are we going? Oh, we need to go in that bit. Okay, let's reverse. Back we go. We've overshot. For those of you who was watching the start, the absolute calamity. That's what we're about to see again. Fantastic. You can't reverse out of the way quick enough. Doc, you should be able to just slow down through friction, to be honest. That's how I sort of do it. Right, let's go over to the piers. This is what I wanted to show you guys as well as we end. You've got to park up at a pier, right? And try and actually get down nicely. I'm actually using a bit of an even prop here. Oh, we're going to hit a buoy. Oh, I can't do that. Okay, let's get around that quickly. Oh, we got somebody going off road there. I have no idea how this works. Oh, that's not what I thought it was. It's like that video that went viral of the that naval patrol boat that went zooming up and then docked perfectly. Basically what's happening now, folks. Hell yeah. Okay, well I can say we're docked. There isn't any other way for it, sadly. Taxi lights. That. Genius. Definitely didn't forget the prop. Here comes back as Arto again. I mean, it's close. It's a shame it's not a solid structure because we could have literally have bounced off it then and it looked really good. But we tried to look cool. That would be good, Jeff, wouldn't it? You just tie it to the pier, click a button, and it docks itself. Zoom, zoom. And there's the beginning of our journey today, Mahe International in the Maldives. And also the end destination as well. Hope you guys flying along have all enjoyed the group flight. It's great to have loads of you take part again. Mark, aka the boy Smythe, great to have you fly along with us as well, buddy. Great to have you back. Keep an eye over the weekend. There's not going to be anything again. Back to work. Hectic schedule over the last few weeks. Cancelled days off, all that sort of thing. But from Tuesday onwards, normal service will resume again, and you can then enjoy. I think we're going to kick off with the Dutch bird flight, Amsterdam to Athens, with the new Phoenix A320 update. So we're going to dive into that. Next day, we'll probably go back into the BA 146 because that's now got a new update to it as well. So why not take the pitot covers off that, take that for a spin somewhere perhaps. Failing that, we'll be back in the PMDG 737 for another flight. Could do Heathrow to Larnaca to kick off the Commonwealth Tour for our Osprey Airways achievements. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Hope you've all enjoyed it. Welcome to all of our new subscribers. Make sure you hit like before you head off. And if you want 5% discount from your Tobii eye tracker, if you're looking at buying that sort of thing, then check the link in the description for the live chat today, or the live stream's description. You'll find a dedicated link to help support the stream by clicking through with that, and then you get 5% off using the code also in the description. Code's British Geek there as well. Enjoy the weekend ahead, folks. Hopefully you guys will all look forward to Tuesday. We'll be back live Tuesday or Wednesday for a FedEx A320 flight somewhere cool. See you soon. Have a great weekend. Thanks for flying and watching.